If you run coding agents, this matters. Conductor.com Markdown native agent orchestration. Works with Claude Code, Codex, and every coding. Craig Hewitt, founder of Castos, just dropped a post about open-source local models that is getting serious traction. 300,000 downloads on Hugging Face. And here's why it matters. He's talking about a 27 billion parameter Qwen3.5 distillation model that was trained on Claude 4.6 Opus reasoning traces. That's right. A smaller, local model that learned from the outputs of one of the most capable reasoning models in the world. And it's putting up real benchmark numbers that are embarrassing some of the models that cost 10 times more to run. Let's look at the numbers. This model beats Claude Sonnet 4.5 on SWE-bench, which is the standard benchmark for software engineering tasks. It keeps 96.91% on HumanEval, which means it can write code almost as well as the models it was trained on. It cuts chain-of-thought bloat by 24%, which means it gives you the answer without the 40 paragraphs of reasoning first. It runs in 4-bit quantization, which means you can run it on consumer hardware. A $600 Mac Mini with 16 gigabytes of RAM can run this. And it does it at a fraction of the cost of calling an API. Here's the 3 things that actually matter for builders. First, local agent loops get cheaper, faster, and more usable. When you can run a near Opus level model on your own machine, you stop paying per token. You stop worrying about API rate limits. You stop waiting for network round trips. Your agent loop runs locally, which means it's faster and cheaper. Second, frontier models are not going to keep subsidizing cheap tokens on subscriptions forever. The economics that make Claude and GPT cheap right now are not permanent. Open source models trained on frontier outputs are catching up fast. Third, 300,000 downloads in a short time means the community is already voting with their GPUs and their Mac Minis. Quick note on Conductor OSS. Conductor orchestrates multiple coding agents in parallel using TMUX and Git work trees. You can trigger local model inference alongside cloud models from the same Markdown board. Works with Claude Code, Codex, and every coding agent. Fully local. Links in the description. The GitHub repository has the full picture. Sharonik06/Conductor OSS. Rust backend for speed, Markdown native boards as the source of truth, MCP tools, and GitHub webhooks for CI integration. It works with Claude Code and Codex out of the box. The website is conductor.com. OpenApp.conductor.com, pair one machine, and manage all agent work from any browser. Everything runs locally on your machine. Your code never leaves your environment. Whether you're running one local model or 5 cloud agents in parallel, Conductor scales with your setup. Open-source local models are here, and they're catching up fast. This Qwen3.5 Distill shows that training on frontier model outputs produces capable, cheap, fast models that run on hardware you already own. If you're building with AI agents, local models belong in your stack. Conductor OSS is how you orchestrate them. Conductros.com, GitHub at Sharonik06/Conductor OSS. Works with Claude Code, Codex, and all coding agents. Fully local. No cloud dependency. Star the repo, try the app, and